tow vehicle we're using, 2022 model Isuzu Dmax. Got this car about, what, 3 years ago, I'd say, 3 years ago. Clocked up about 80,000 before we set off on this trip. So all the modifications that we've done besides the snorkel is I've done myself, so I'll run you through that now. So first mod on the list, must have item in my own experience, gas struts. You don't want to be dealing with this. Imagine me leaning over, you know, working on this, it's just going to get in the way. See? You don't want that. I did leave it on there as an emergency device. So yeah, OCam, 120 bucks, fit it yourself, easy as, put your little knuckle through there, nut on the other side, holds it in place, bracket goes under your bonnet mount, pretty universal, happy days. So for a bit of preventative maintenance mods, we decided to put a catch can from Provent, and then also a secondary fuel filter. And if you are traveling, I highly recommend putting a secondary fuel filter on, because then you're not going to have to worry about getting contaminated fuel, because it's going to be filtered twice before going into your engine. Also, I've mounted an Anderson plug here. So we use this Anderson plug for our compressor if our battery in the back's too low, and then also if I need to charge this battery off my solar panel, I can plug straight onto that. So happy days. So for performance mods, because obviously we're towing a caravan that's nearly 3 ton, we needed a bit more grunt in the old girl. She was a bit sad. So we went ahead, we got a big front mount intercooler that we fitted, and then also a transmission cooler. So gearbox is always at a happy temperature when we're towing, and the cold air intake, the motor just loves it. Also got a tune from Evolution Tuning in Biwa. Absolutely rockets now. Like, yeah, you don't even know the caravan's behind. Nice fuel economy now, it just tows so much better, and yeah, can't complain. Another must-have thing, good set of tow mirrors. We went with the OCam tow mirrors just because they were affordable, to be honest. Set us back about 600 bucks or something. Fold in, they do the job. We don't really have to have them out wide when we're towing, because the caravan's not wide enough that I can't see the cars behind us, and we don't have a canopy on the back, so we're still pretty slim along the side of the ute. Also, nice stainless steel snorkel. We thought we may as well just get that in case when we're up north we get into the wet season or something. Oh, not up north, but yeah, up north I would say, yeah. When we start to go do all the gorges, if we need to do any river crossings, no point having your intake at the front where the water can just lash in. So yeah, next thing you want to invest in and do a bit of research is a good set of rims and tyres. So when you're going to travel a fair bit, you don't want these cheap Chinese tyres, you want to get a good solid set. So we've gone, why are you laughing at me, Emma? See, Emma's laughing at me, but you know, we're going to keep that in there just so you see, you know, we're just winging this. Everyone wants to know what we've got, so we've got to do this video. But yeah, so we're running 17-inch Dirty Life rims. They look sick. And then 285 by 17 Maxxis Razor mud tyres. I went the mud tyres for looks, but then I've got about 50,000 Ks out of these so far, and that's pretty crazy because this thing just used to live on the bitumen. Like, it was a bit of a pavement princess because I was obviously working away and Amber was just driving it to work every day. For suspension, we've got Black Hawk upper control arms to help with that alignment. 2-inch PSR struts, they're not too bad. Definitely need to upgrade in the future to something more comfortable. And then we've also got a diff drop. That's just a Mungie one. So yeah, seems to work really well for what we're doing. Like I said, the stuff we do is kind of like budget friendly, so we're not out here putting in 6 grand worth of suspension. I kind of had to do it on a budget for us to travel. So yeah, but it does the job.
We're not going to zoom in because hot girls hit curbs, and there's a few scratches on those bad boys.
On the back, man. On the back. So suspension in the back of the car. We've got, so it went a bit of a different way than everyone probably does, because normally you get a pretty light spring and put some airbags in the back when you're towing, so when the caravan's off it's a nice comfortable ride. But we've gone 280 constants TJM with just some superior engineering 2-inch shocks. It's nothing special, it was just, yeah, get it done. So when the caravan's actually on the back, the car and caravan sit level, and that's perfect because you don't want caravan sitting like that because your ball weight will be way out. So yeah, that's not too special. I reckon I'm probably going to end up, when I change the suspension to something else, I'll go airbags in the back with a lighter spring because it is a bit rough, but we do have a bit of weight in the back. So we've got 3 things on a EGR hard lid. I love this hard lid, just makes it so much easier to have a tub setup. We've got a UHF aerial. That is always a bit dicky to put up because I mounted it too bloody close. Oh, look at that. Perfect. And then also, I'll show you, we've got a 120 watt solar panel and then a set of max tracks. So yeah, EGR hard lid, got this for a bargain. 600 bucks, Facebook Marketplace. They retail for 2 grand. You can't go wrong with that. So, hard lid on, strip light up the top. It's an amber and white light. Put a clip in tonight when it's pretty dark so you can see. And then, as you can tell, I love my gas struts. So, gas struts on the retail gate. We'll dive straight into this storage container at the back. So, need to film me, Amber. Hurricane fabrication, pretty sure it is. Make a rear tailgate storage, another bargain. Facebook Marketplace, retail 600 bucks, 400 cash, mate. Can't go wrong. Fitted it myself. Lift it up. Keeps straps, shovel, air hoses, and recovery gear. It's just an extra bit of storage that we don't have to put all that crap in the back of the tub with our drawers or anything. So, and it is a bit dicky to get closed once you open it because everything moves around. There you go. So the setup that we've chosen in the back is to have 2 rear drawers, but I've made this rear drawer fit the fridge. So then the hard lid still folds down and clears. As you can see here, if you zoom in, Amber, I've had to notch out a bit of the bracing. That's all right, you don't worry about that. So the fridge fits. So, rear drawer. In this drawer, keep a compressor, jack, tools, pressure washer, fishing gear, golf clubs, golf balls, anything that just, you know, not that valuable if someone's sort of break in and steal everything, but still very handy spares and items we need. This side, a little bit tight on the sides, but it still works. We have a 60 litre, maybe 55, Dmax fridge. So in the back, we've got the tool bag, and that just sits perfectly, all slides in underneath. Oh, fridge moved a bit, see what I mean? It's a bit tight, really got it. And it works for us. Cheap drawers. I've had this fridge for about 4 years. I didn't have to go buy like a brand new fridge for this trip. We're just making it work with what we got. We've also got a 300 watt iTech World solar blanket that we use for the caravan and also the car battery. And I find it works really well. We're not sponsored or anything by them. I think it's a great product.
And underneath that, we just have a cardboard box because that's what our kitchen table lives in, just so it doesn't get scratched.
Sits in that box, all packs in nicely. So I actually made this carpeted little storage compartment, as you can see. It's just on a couple of hinges. Oh, it's falling apart. So you're probably wondering what we're running to power this absolute beast of a setup. So We've got an Anson plug at the back here that we use for a compressor. That's just on a 120 amp circuit breaker, so it's protected in the system. Also got a couple of USB ports and a battery voltage screen. Basic, nothing too flash. We come in here, I'll grab that. We've got 120 amp hours of lithium red arc, as you can see. And then we've got a 20 amp kick-ass solar MPPT. This setup is that simple that it just works. Moving on to the back. So we've got room, which worked out perfectly. I don't know how. We've got room to put 3 20-litre jerry cans at the back. 2 fuel, 1 water. So when we're going off grid, we can top up with fuel and a bit extra water as an emergency, and we don't have to worry about it being stranded anywhere. Inside of the car, pretty simple. We haven't really done anything special. We've got the Oricom tyre pressure monitor. So that just gives you your tyre pressures of the car and the caravan. I recommend getting a booster if you have a caravan, because sometimes it drops out for the rear. And then we've just got a little red arc electric brakes right here. Oh, and my GME radio. So that literally just sits down here on that bracket. It's falling out. So that just sits down there. Nothing else is going on in here. It's all stock. We've got a couple of floor mats.
And seat covers.
And seat covers, so that's about it. As you can see, the car is normally set up like this when we're traveling. So we have all our drones and cameras on the right hand side, and then Amber's coffee machine sits where that box of water is, and the box of water just comes forward a bit. So works for us. Take 20. So thanks for watching, guys. I forgot to do an outro. If you guys are interested in a caravan rundown video, just let us know down in the comments and we can get that sorted. We've done a couple of modifications so we can actually live off grid in this van, and it works really good for us. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the rundown on the old ute.